Today we will be learning practical number 9 of standard 10th. In this experiment we will be tracing the path of ray of light through a glass prism and find the angle of deviation for the different angles. Children, for that we will be needing the plain sheet, and this is known as drawing board, and on the plain sheet, on the drawing board we will be arranging the plain paper. We will be requiring a prism. In the prism, children, we can see there are two faces of triangle. This is one face of triangle, this is another face of triangle, and this is the face of a rectangle. This is the face of rectangle. Then this is also a face of rectangle. So 1, 2 and 3 faces of rectangle, and there are two faces of triangle, 1 and 2. So we will be making use of triangular face of prism, and for that we will be drawing a line on the sheet with the help of scale, a straight line. Children, after drawing the line on the plain paper, we will be keeping the one of the face of triangle touching the paper, and the other face we are going to keep it up. See children, I have just kept a paper here so that I know which face was touching the paper, and now we are going to draw an outline of the triangle. Very carefully we have to draw the outline. Yes, very good. After drawing an outline, you have to label this vertex as A, B, and this as C. Now keep back before keeping it back, the prism is here only. The face which was touching the paper is this, and now side AB, we are going to draw a perpendicular bisector. Any point we can select, okay? And at that point, we will be drawing a normal. And how to draw the normal at any point, we have done it in chapter construction. You can refer the chapter. It is already uploaded in the YouTube. Basic concepts of geometry. Join these two arcs. Yes, this is the perpendicular line which is drawn at AB. Now, with the normal, by making use of protector, we will be drawing the incident angle. Now we will keep the protector, children, at this point. And you can see here, children, we will measure incident angle, which should be 30 degree. Now see here, 10, 20, 30. So we have marked 30 degree. Now we will be drawing a line which will join these 2 points. Now this angle is angle of incident. See, this line is a normal line. Let me label it as N dash. Let me label it as N dash. it is given in your book LM. Label it as LM. LM, okay. So LM is the perpendicular line of side AB, and this ray is a incident ray which make an angle of 30 degree. Incident angle 30 degree with the normal. Now we will be fixing 2 pins on the incident ray. Fix the pins. They label them as pin 1 and pin 2. Now we are going to keep the prism back on its position. See, I have already marked the face which was used for drawing the triangle ABC. So I am going to keep the same one, and I am going to visualize it from other side of AC. This face, this side. We will be observing it from this side after keeping the prism. Now from side AC, children, we can see the pin 1 and pin 2. You can see this side, and in that line we will be fixing pin 3. Now we can see pin 1, pin 2 and pin 3 are in one line. Fix the pin 4. Now we can see very clearly pin 1, pin 2, pin 3 and pin 4 are in one line. Very good, cameraman. You have given a very good view. Now we will be marking the pin 1, pin 2, pin 1 and pin 2 we have already marked. Pin 3 and pin 4. And we will be removing pin 1, pin 2, pin 3 and pin 4, and draw a line which will extend up to the face or the line AC. Yes. Now this ray is an emergent ray. Now at this point where emergent ray is meeting the face AC, we will be drawing a normal. Now how to draw normal? You all know, children, in construction we have already done. Give 2 arcs on either side of the point and draw 2 intersecting arcs on both the sides of the line, and then join those 2 intersecting arcs. This makes the normal. Okay. Now we have done the normal. We will be measuring the angle of emergent with the emergent ray and the normal. This is emergent ray. Mark the refraction ray also. First mark the refraction ray. Children, I have brought the colored pen for drawing the refracted ray because it becomes very difficult to rectify which ray it is. So the one which is red in color is a refracted ray, and mark the emergent ray as green. So the one which is green in color, I have already drawn it with a pencil. So this ray is an emergent ray. Let us draw the green arrow. Let me mark it, underline it. So this is the green arrow which is there is emergent ray, and this red line is the refracted ray. Let us measure the angle of refraction and angle of emergent. See, this is the point, children, where you have to measure the angle Yes, this point. See, this is the line which is refracted ray, and this is normal. So with the normal we are measuring. Keep the protector properly and measure the angle with normal. Okay, we will do it later. First we will measure the angle of emergent. Angle of emergent should be measured with the emergent ray and normal. It is come as 74 degree. So angle of emergent is 74 degree. Yes. And now we will be extending the emergent ray. This is the green ray which is emergent ray. I will be extending it to get the angle of deviation. Keep the scale properly. Keep the scale properly. Yes. Now extend this emergent ray further towards A. Yes. And extend your incident ray. Let me extend the incident ray with the black color. Okay, blue color. This is your incident ray. Let us extend it. This, yes. This is the incident ray, children, and we will extend it. Yeah. Now the one which we got here by extending the incident ray and the emergent ray is this angle in the middle where marking is done. This one. This angle. So we want to measure this angle of deviation. Keep the protector and measure the angle of deviation. So this angle we want to measure. So angle of deviation is delta M, we call it 44 degree, and angle of incidence. Children, we want to see whether our calculation is correct or not. So we will write it here on this blank sheet. We have a formula, that is prism formula. I plus E, angle I plus angle E is equal to delta M plus angle A. Now I is the angle of incidence and E is the angle of emergent and delta M is the angle of deviation which we measured here, this angle, and A is this angle which we will be measuring it now. So write it down here. Angle I is 30 degree, emergent angle is 74 degree. Now let us calculate it, how much it is. 104 degree. Let us see what we will get delta M plus A. Delta M we got as 44 degree and A is, keep the protector and see how much is A. A is this vertical angle. This is 60 degree. Very good. 60 degree. Angle A is 60 degree. Place the value here. And see children, we are getting 44 plus 64 is 104. So we got I plus E is equal to delta M plus angle A, which is 104 and 104. So our refraction through glass prism is absolutely correct. Now we will go for angle 45 degree. Incident angle will be 45 degree. Children, now we want to take the angle of incidence 45 degree. And I have already drawn the outline of the triangle and normal. Now we will be drawing the angle of incidence 45 degree. Now we have taken the angle of incidence 45 degree and Here I am using red pen so that you know what is the incident line. So red line is the incident line. It makes an angle of 45 degree. Now, we will be keeping the prism back in its place. See, this face is the face which is marked already, upper face, and the lower face is the face which is outlined. On red line we are going to fix 2 pins and fix 2 pins here. Now we are going to visualize pin 3 and pin 4 as we did before in case of 30 degree angle. Now children, from side AC we will be visualizing pin 1 and pin 2 as we did before, and in this case the incident angle is 45 degree and therefore we will be able to visualize pin 1 and pin 2 very clearly. And now you can see through the camera, you can see the view very clearly. You can see pin 1 and pin 2 are visualized as 1, and we will be fixing pin 3 and in the line of pin 1 and pin 2, and we will be also fixing pin 4 in the line of pin 1, pin 2, pin 3 and pin 4. You can see very clearly children, pin 1, pin 2, pin 3 and pin 4 are in one line. In the view you can see very clearly, very good. Now we have to mark pin 3 and pin 4 and remove the prism children and remove the pins. Extend this, put the scale of the by locating the point pin 1, pin 3 and pin 4 and extend it up to face AC, side AC. Now this is the point which we can mark as Q. Yes, this is the emergent ray. This point is Q point, point Q, label it here. At point Q we are going to draw the perpendicular line as we did before. The same procedure. Draw the 2 arcs and then take the arcs on both the sides. Join those bisecting arc point. And this makes perpendicular line to the face AC. Okay. Now children, this is the red line which is a incident ray. We have already drawn the emergent ray which is green in color, and the point at Q we have drawn normal, and here this is the normal LM, we label it as LLLM. Now we will be joining L and Q. Yes, we will extend the line incident ray. Now children, I like to draw it with red only because see, we will be able to identify these angles which we are taking. That is angle of refraction, angle of emergent, angle of deviation. So incident ray extended further, and we are extending now this emergent ray further. I have already drawn it with the green. So we will extend this emergent ray with green pen, green color. Extend up to incident ray. Where they are meeting, that angle is the angle of deviation. Children, now after removing the fins and drawing the lines and all, we will be now measuring the angles. Incident angle we know, which is green color, 45 degree. This is the red line, incident ray, and the normal ray. With that, the angle is incident angle. This angle is incident angle. And the ray here, this is P and this is Q. So PQ ray is a refracted ray, and Q, let me label it R. QR is emergent ray, which is green in color. Okay. Let us first measure angle of emergent. Now see this angle, green ray and the normal. This is the normal. So this angle, which is marked, is the angle of emergent. Let us measure that angle of emergent first. Now this angle is 55 degree. So let me write it here. Angle of emergent is equal to 55 degree. Let us measure the angle of deviation. Now see which is the angle of deviation. See, this is the emergent ray. We have extended it further, the green line. And this is the incident ray. We have extended further, the red line. And the angle which is in between is the angle of deviation. This angle. Angle of deviation. Let us measure this angle. 40 degrees, children. 10, 20, 30, 40 degree. So for 45 degree, the angle of deviation is 40 degree. So it is equal to 40 degree. And in the previous 30 degree, I have showed you this angle is 60 degree. Angle A. Angle A is equal to 60 degree. Now I will apply the prism formula and see by placing the values of angle of incidence and angle of emergent and deviation, whether my refraction or fixing of pins through the prism was correct or not. So the prism formula, this is not there for your syllabus, but I want to check it whether my calculations are right or not. So we know, according to prism formula, let me write it here. Angle I plus angle E is equal to angle A, this angle, plus angle delta, deviation. So let us first place the value for this. I plus E. I is how much? 45 degree. So 45 plus emergent angle. Emergent angle is 55 degree. Total we are getting 100 degree. Now I'll check for this. Angle A plus angle of deviation delta M. A is 60 degree. 60 plus 40, which is equal to 100. So this is the first and this is the second. From first and second we can say both are equal. So according to prism formula, angle I plus E is equal to angle A plus delta M. So our whatever procedure we have performed, that is absolutely correct. Children, for 60 degree angle, I have already outlined the triangle, drawn the normal and drawn the incident ray, and the incident angle is 60 degree, children, and we have fixed the pin and we have to pin the triangle, that is prism, and we will visualize. Now children, from the side AB, we will be visualizing AC. We will be visualizing pin 1 and pin 2 and fixing pin 3 and pin 4 in such a way that pin 3, pin 4, pin 1 and pin 2 lie in the same line. See, we can see pin 1 and pin 2 as one, and we have fixed pin 3 in one line, and we can visualize them as one. Now we are fixing pin 4 in the similar manner, and we can see all 4 pins as one. Very good view. That is what we must get during performing the practical. Children, we have already learned how to extend the emergent ray, how to remove the pins and join those points and draw the emergent ray. Now children, we will be measuring the angles for the 60 degree. This is the incident ray and this is the angle of incidence 60 degree with normal and the incident ray. So, and this is the green ray which is emergent ray and with normal. So we will measure this angle, okay, emergent angle. Let me write here E. I am getting it 39 degree. So angle of emergent is equal to 39 degree. Now we shall measure the angle of deviation. As we did previously, this emergent ray is extended further and this incident ray is extended further. Where they are meeting, that angle is angle of deviation. Let us measure that. The green line, keep the protector properly on the green line, yes. And we are getting angle of deviation as 39 only. Here angle of deviation is also 39 degree. Now we know angle of incidence. Angle of incidence is equal to 60 degree. And angle of emergent is 39, angle of deviation is 39. Let us apply the prism formula here. And what we get? Angle I plus angle E. Let us see how much. I is 60 plus 39. That is going to be 99 degree. Now I check for angle A plus delta M. Angle A is 60 degree plus 39 degree, which is equal to 99 degree. So I plus E is equal to A plus delta M. So our refraction which we have performed here is correct. Now we will be comparing the angle of incidence, then angle of refraction, and of course I want to measure the angle of refraction for 60 degree. Please keep the protector and we will check the angle of refraction. 29 degree. So angle of refraction is equal to 29 degree for 60 degree. Angle of refraction, please remember, 29 degree. And for 45 degree, we haven't measured, let us measure it. Angle of refraction is 6 degree. See, it is 10, 26 degree. So angle of refraction is 26 degree for 45 degree. Now, for 30 degree, we have to measure the refracted ray and with normal angle. This is the normal and this is the refracted ray. This is 20 degree. Angle of refraction is 20 degree. So, now children, we will 30 degree angle of refraction is 20. For 45 degree angle of refraction is 26 degree. And for 60 degree angle of refraction is 29 degree. That means angle of refraction, as you are increasing the angle of incidence, angle of refraction also increases. But what is happening with angle of deviation? Angle of deviation decreases. For 30 degree the angle of deviation is 44 degree, and for 45 degree the angle of deviation is 40 degree, and for 60 degree the angle of deviation is 39 degree. So as we increase the angle of incidence, angle of deviation decreases and it reaches to minimum value of angle of deviation, and angle of emergent is also decreasing. Inference or the conclusion: initially the angle of incident increases gradually the angle of deviation decreases. You have seen that how it is decreasing, but after certain minimum value of an angle of incident, angle increases with the increase in the angle of incidence. Now we'll discuss the multiple choice questions, children. First multiple choice question: which color shows maximum deviation when light is dispersed through prism? Again I repeat, which color shows maximum deviation when light is dispersed through prism? The color is violet. Option A is correct. How to convert light dispersed by prism again into white light? How to convert light dispersed by prism again into white light? By adding one more prism, erected. Third is, dash does not occur during the production of rainbow, and that is induction. During the production of rainbow, refraction takes place, dispersion takes place, reflection takes place, but induction does not take place. We could observe path of light due to refraction of light from tiny particles of solution of transparent medium. Option is C. Dispersion of red color is minimum in visible range of light. Option A is correct. Now exercise. Which color deviate minimum during the dispersion of light through a prism? Already we have discussed in MCQ, and here answer in exercise is red color deviate the least during the dispersion of light through a prism. And next question is, if angle of incidence increases, angle of deviation decreases. We have seen it, angle of incidence was increasing and angle of deviation was decreasing. But after certain value of angle of incidence, the angle of deviation increases. What is that specific value of angle of incidence called? When the angle of deviation increases. That specific value of angle of incidence is called as critical angle. Because of this critical angle, the angle of deviation increases. And next question is, does these angles same for light of all colors? For light of all colors, the critical angle is different, and our angle of incidence and emergence and hence becomes different. So angle of incidence and angle of emergence also becomes different, since critical angle is different for the light of all colors. Children, you are requested to write down these answers and complete your book. Thank you, children. Please subscribe, share and click the bell icon. Children, now your book of practical notebook, we have to record the observation. In observation 1, 2, 3, incident angle when 30 degree, refraction 20 degree, and angle of deviation is 44 degree. And when incident angle is 45 degree, angle of refraction 26, and angle of deviation is 40 degree. We have already discussed it, but this is the way we will be recording it. 60 degree, 29 and 39. What is happening? See, angle of refraction is increasing and angle of deviation is decreasing.